Welcome to another episode of the
Longturnlarry podcast.
It is I, your Honorable Sensei, and across from me,
The vicious Scumbag.
And today, we're talking about spoilers again.
Again?
Yeah, Wizards keeps on putting out these sets, and we're going to spoil them.
Hey, as long as, Uncle Wizards keeps printing cardboard, we gonna be talking about it.
We'll try.
This is such a cool, cute set. I can't wait for all of these. If you guys don't know, this is definitely an animal, like small animal set.
This is the cutesy wootsies.
Yes, it is.
Sorry if you don't like cute animals. That's what this set's about. Bloomburrow. I'll take the first little spoiler here. Some of these have already been spoiled, but we haven't talked about them, so we're going to do that. Mabel, heir to the crack flame. One colorless, red and a white for a mouse soldier. It's a 3/3. Other mice you control get +1/+1. When Mabel, heir of the crack flame, enters, create a crack flame. Legendary colorless equipment artifact token with equipped creature gets +1/+1. Has vigilance, trample, and haste equipped 2.
So good. What were the books called? The red wall with the mice. Oh, it's gonna hurt my heart if I can't remember this.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was a book series I'm giving away our ages. We would have read this when you were like in elementary to early middle school, and mice were the main characters. I'll find it out while we're continuing to spoil.
Man, there's a lot of rats.
Hey, mice and rats. I love it. I don't know if I'm happy that they made a distinction, but
I mean, if a mouse gets into your house,
a mouse sneaks in, a rat barges in.
yeah, a rat's opening up your fridge.
Yeah, the rat looks at you with a concerned face. What are you doing in my house?
Right?
Hey, I'm a rat. I ain't no snitch.
In the spirit of yet another incredible legendary, we have Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. 4 colorless green for a beautiful elemental bear. Has vigilance, reach, and star for our power and toughness. Lumra, Bellow of the Woods, power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. Cannot wait for this. When it enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards, then return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. This is just a combination of you're taking Bo from Bonnie and you're putting a world shaper on it.
Bruh, this is a Necrobloom card. It's a friend.
Hey, Necrobloom and the bear be friends. I'm saying. It's all landfall, baby.
It's all level, baby. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
6 is a lot, but vigilance, reach, star with a world shaper effect. It's a lot.
Yeah, but you're getting a giant creature.
And it's also on ETB. You get it when you play it.
Damn,
you set
son,
up for this.
where'd you find this?
And then it makes her bigger, too. Or he.
It's got reach.
Yeah, and
This is
vigilance.
the only bear I've seen that has reach.
It's a very tall bear. Or, no. You know what it is? It's got incredible ups.
Oh, it's Michael Jordan of bears.
Yes, it's got its own shoe line.
It became personal with me.
Okay, we got Burke, long ear of the law. 4 colors, green and white for a 4/4 rabbit soldier with vigilance. When Burke, long ear of the law, enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each up to 2 target creatures. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, double the number of +1/+1 counters on it.
You're gonna pay. That's what this rabbit's pointing at you and saying. He about to beat you with that carrot.
He is definitely doing.
Oh, that's police brutality. Yeah.
and domestic violence. He does both.
Look at the concerned otter.
Oh my God.
The otter's looking over like, oh no.
I'm gonna get you, rat.
It's like, I'm just trying to take this cabbage home.
No.
Oh man, Avatar cabbages merchant. But
Not my cabbages.
I think Burke is really cool. Again, I like it's on ETB, and then we have an attack trigger built into us. Solid power. 6 mana again though.
You know,
Not-
all of these can't be bangers. This is a standard set.
That's very true. That's very true. But
This isn't Modern Horizons 3.
Modern Commander Legends. Get Shadow written. Oh wait, no, not yet.
Please.
Hey, make sure you guys like and subscribe and keep following along for more Longturnlarry
I
content.
need money.
We need the moolah. We're
Please.
broke. Up next, we have Bria Riptide Rogue, a 2-colorless blue-red 3/3 auto rogue with prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Other creatures you control have prowess. Oh, and if they have multiple instances of prowess, they each trigger separately. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Bria looking strong. It'll be fun. Just, be warned. After you do the thing, you'll hate it. But it will be fun those first couple
I
of times.
don't know. Like, it's otters.
It's true.
Like, I don't think I'd even be mad if you hit me with a giant otter.
And I'm so happy that this otter isn't gonna be insta-banned like its previous.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get out of here. Salvation Swan is 3 colorless and a white. For a bird cleric, it's a 3/3. Flash flying. Whenever Salvation Swan or another bird you control enters, exile up to 1 target creature you control without flying. Return it to the battlefield under your control with a flying counter on it at the end of the beginning of the next end step. Word?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a word? Bird is a word. Is that a word? Bird is a word.
Mow.
Yeah, this birds.
Salvation Bird is Luminous Broodmoth, but you ain't gotta die.
Yeah. Birdman
Salvation
looks.
Swan is like, I will help you. Luminous Broodmoth was like, dang, you died? Could you fly though? No? I got you.
I got you. Man, you can't fight. All right, we're going to put you in the sky.
Don't worry. Don't worry. These wings gonna help. And then, you know what feels really good after a hard day?
What?
Getting a hug. But not from this thing. It's a badger warrior, and his name is Hugs. You do not want hugs.
This mug is big.
He look at him. He angry too. Grizzly Guardian. X red green for a Gruul badger warrior. Badger. Mushroom.
And like badgers will beat the shit out of you. Just be wary around badgers.
They're also supposedly like bricks. Like they're like super solid. Like they're very tough. Well, we get a tough boy here. We have a trample 5/5 that says when he enters, exile the top X cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. So you get a little extra lands, and then we can just have a giant payout and play a bunch of stuff.
Most of his scars tell tales. A few tell jokes. Yeah. I don't think he's like great. Like
No, but I love that he's a badger.
that. Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's so cool.
That's like most of these cards. I don't know if this card's good, but it's a badger.
It's a cool bird. Look at that mouse with a sword. I can't be too terribly mad.
You can't be mad at it. People will play these cards. Will see play simply off the cute factor.
They're cute. They do have good wording on them. I will admit, a lot of these have had decent like effects. So I will admit, like there's There's a couple of new card mechanics that are being introduced here that are really cool.
Let's get to this land that will see play forever. 3 Tree City.
Yep.
I'm from 3 Tree City.
3 trees.
3 trees. 3 trees.
Sorry, I hit the wrong one.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
As 3 Tree City enters, choose a creature type. It taps for a wingding, and then for 2 colors, and you tap it. Choose a color. Add a amount of mana of that color equal to the number of creatures you control of the chosen type. This is going to elves. Every elf deck.
Every big monocolored tribe just went. Oh. Yeah, elves, goblins, zombies, humans, just in the background, just.
Wait a minute.
You from Tree 3 City? You got that mana? You got some mana you can spare? There's like 10 of me outside.
Please.
Yo, let me in real quick.
We're so hungry.
And it's just a rare. It's just a rare. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still like, it's rare. This should have been a mythic.
That means more printings for me.
Yeah, I'll take. Let me take 2 of those.
I'll take that. Take that.
Well, I'll take that. I saw this one. I got to talk about it. The Baroness is in love. We have Glarb, Calamity's Augur. For Sultai, black, green, blue, you get a 2/4 frog wizard noble. And may I say, the art on this card is fantastic. Death Touch. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play lands and cast spells with mana value 4 or greater from the top of your library. It has tap Surveil 2. Honorable, what is Surveil?
You look at 2 of them, and then you could be like, "Hey, put that in the graveyard."
Ooh.
Or you could be like, "Ah, you can stay there."
Truth. I think Surveil is better than Scry.
It is.
Grave.
The Grave King. Yeah, this is a frog.
Very pretty frog.
And it's in all the frog colors.
Yep. That's the best part. Oh my goodness. Wizards, if you would have made a frog, legendary frog commander, and it was like red, white, and colorless, I think you would have lost a lot of people.
I'm being pissed. Just give us our frog commander.
I just want a frog commander.
I got one better for you. Another bird.
Ooh.
Castral, the wing crescent. 3 colors, white and the blue for a 4/5 bird scout. Flying. When 1 or more birds you control deal combat damage to a player, choose 1. You may put a bird creature card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield with a finality counter on it.
Oh no.
Put a +1/+1 counter on each bird you control or draw a card. I don't like birds.
Yeah. Flying decks in general are annoying. They are. Why you no like bird?
I like this bird, but I don't like birds in like real life.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, parrots are crazy.
And like you're just gonna get hit by this, and then it just mean more birds. And then if you kill the bird, it's not gonna be dead for real. It's gonna come back.
And then, for those of you that don't know, finality is a counter that makes it. I'm trying to word this in a way to you can't make the joke. Finality counter means if it were to die, that it's exiled instead.
Like the last time, it would be.
Yeah.
Like what's a synonym for last?
Send them for last. Oh yeah, the final.
Yeah. And you got count. Down.
PTSD.
PTSD. We're not done making that joke. Bird.
Castrol is good. I like that it's 5. It's a lot.
It's not that much.
No.
Like, you get to play it, and then you can
Immediately take advantage of it.
do bird stuff.
Yeah, because there's tons of one-drop birds. Oh, you don't get Bird of Paradise. Get wrecked, Castrol.
The most played bird ever.
And you don't get him. Oh, man. We have Muria, Trash Tactician. Colorless red-green for a 2/4 Raccoon Warrior. At the beginning of your first main phase, add green or red for each raccoon you control. Whenever you expend 4, you gain 3 life. Whenever you expend 8, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. This is so cool. I'm glad that they're printing more raccoons. Raccoons. Trash pandas.
Trash pandas.
Because, I mean, I don't think there were a lot of them. I could be wrong, but I don't. Oh, no. Was it New Capenna? Were they raccoons for some of those?
Yeah, some of those were raccoons.
Okay, I thought so. So, okay, we did have some from New Capenna, but I just love the whole, like, gain mana for your trash friends.
Wait, what?
And then expend is a very cool new concept.
You want to taste this cheese?
Ooh, it looks rotted. Exquisite. Expend is this one of the new effects here. So expend 4 is when you would spend your 4th total mana to cast spells during a turn. So pretty much the easiest way to look at it, you could either pay 4 1-drops. That is on the 4th 1-drop. That would be the 4th time that you played. So it's your 4th mana being played that turn. So, or if you drop a 5-drop, that would still proc this because it's still part of the 4 mana.
Or if you played an 8-drop.
Ooh. Or you played a 5-drop and a 3-drop. Actually, the best way would be 2 4-drops. It'd still hit, but yeah. I just like the idea of it's rewarding you for being like, hey, go play something, for a lot of mana. Or go play a bunch of little things.
Yeah, man, it's green. You got to reward me for doing the thing I already want to do.
Yeah. Me love mana. Me love big creature. Me love big fast creature. Mana no go big fast creature.
They keep on making this type of card even better. Parting Gust. White for an instant. This introduces the gift mechanic.
Yes, this one's really good.
You can gift a tapped fish. When you may promise an opponent a gift as you cast a spell.
Hey, Honorable,
if you do,
I promise.
I promise you a fish fry.
A fish.
A fish. This is like Madame Zeroni.
I give you a fish. Please, madam. I need my eyes back.
You have to carry me up the mountain where we shall eat onions. And if you don't, curses on you and your family. So if you give them the fish, you get an additional effect. It's like reverse kicker.
It is.
And like you're giving them something to get more.
Like,
this is like what's that mechanic? Demonstrate?
Yes. You're like, hey, I'm gonna give you something, but because I do it again.
So what this does is exile target non-token creature. If the gift wasn't promised, return that creature to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter. At the on it at the beginning of the next step. So essentially, if you give them a fish, it's exiled forever.
Yep.
If you don't, it's like a blink spell.
Which you could use on yourself.
Yeah.
Because it just says exile target non-token creature.
I wonder if you could give somebody else the fish.
Wait, hold on. You may promise an opponent. If the gift wasn't promised,
No, you could
can
totally
give someone else the fish.
Give somebody else a fish, and they get nothing.
Yo, the parting gift wasn't even for you. Hey, Honorable, take a fish. And you.
Exile that thing forever.
Exile Island.
And it's instant. Like,
Double white. I'm loving the mono love. I think we should go back towards that. Gotta keep the colors separate.
gotta keep them separated. That's terrible. I hate that song.
Of course. Oh man, this card kind of encapsulates a good amount of this set when it comes to the creature subtypes. We have Valley Quest Caller. Colorless and a white for a 2/3 rabbit warrior. It states whenever one or more other rabbits, birds, bats, and or mice you control enter, scry 1. And then it of course gives a +1/+1 to those same groupings here. So we're a 2-drop lord for rats, bats, birds, and mice.
I don't know what deck you're gonna play.
That runs all of them.
In command, maybe cute stuff tribal.
Changelings.
Ew. This is definitely going somebody's changeling deck. Ew.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
They're like, look, everything's a rat.
Look, everything is
Mice, mouse.
Well, let's talk about this squirrel warlock. Osteomancer Adept is 1 colorless and a black for a squirrel warlock. It's a 2/2 with Death Touch. Tap. Until end of turn, you may cast creature spells from your graveyard by foraging, in addition to paying their other costs. If you cast a spell this way, that creature enters with a finality counter on it.
Dun, dun, dun.
To forage, exile 3 cards from your graveyard or sacrifice a food. If a creature with finale counter on it dies, exile it instead.
I love the food.
This is sort of wild.
Yeah, it's very strong. Now, thank goodness we're not legendary.
Hey, yo, you know what this card reminds me of?
What's that?
Of Underworld Breach.
Oh,
Except for it's just with creatures.
instead of it just being non-land.
Instead of just being like everything.
Everything.
Everything. I
Yeah.
mean, obviously it's not as good as Underworld Breach, but like,
Hey, I'll take redundancy.
you wink at it? Underworld Breach, but for creatures?
Also, too, Squirrel Lock.
Squirrel? Ooh, Squirrel Lock.
Yo, that is his official title.
Squirrel Lock. Squirrel Lock. Now you can take the other Squirrel Lock.
Of course. I cannot wait to introduce you to Camilla, the Seed Miser. For a colorless black-green, we have a 3/3 Squirrel Lock with Menace. Other squirrels you control have Menace as well. And then whenever you sacrifice 1 or more foods, create a squirrel. And then for 2 colorless forage, put a +1/+1 counter on each other squirrel you control. And of course, to forage, exile 3 cards from your graveyard or sacrifice a food.
Man, the Seed Miser is a crazy name after that Netflix special.
Oh, man. The Seed Miser taken to new heights.
To new heights.
International. This is Chatterfang's queen. That's what this is.
You make food, you make squirrels, squirrels make you food, you sack the food.
And then Chatterfang's like, oh, cool, you made a food. I'll make a squirrel because you made a food. And then whenever you eat your foods, you make a squirrel. And then I'll make a squirrel because you made a squirrel.
That's weird.
Yeah. It's a lot of squirrel.
That's a lot squirrely. That's nutty.
Ooh, hope you don't have a nut allergy.
You want to see a card that's not gonna get banned?
Oh.
Maha, It's Feathers Night. Ew, I do not like that name. It's Feathers Night.
You know the spoilers. It could possibly be translated weird. So
No,
it might.
this is the actual card.
Maha, It's Feathers Night. Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's weird.
I don't like that. 3 colors, black for a legendary creature. Elemental bird. Flying trample. Ward. Discard a card. Ooh. Creatures your opponents control are base toughness 1.
Oh, it's so mean. That's so good. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think it's gonna be a commander. It'd be just.
Oh no, you know how many effects just like
make this thing so dumb.
Hey, what if all your creatures
had -1/-1? Oh, Maha anti-creature. Oh man. It's a warlock that does that. He's like a lord for others and just puts -1/-1 on them. Okay, maybe Maha could be it. Maybe could be a commander. Oh, it's like Massacre Girl's pet bird. That's what this is.
Yeah, that's rude. That's gonna happen.
And it's a 6/5 with Flample. Flample's already super good. And Ward? Okay, I might be sleeping on Maha. Maha might be busted. Maha! Oh, it's Amanda Bynes' bird. That's who it is. Oh, R.I.P. She ain't dead, but... Next we have Yigra? Yigra, eater of all. It makes sense. We had to have something that eats all these things. So this is the big baddie, probably. Same with Maha. Maha probably is a big baddie. 3 colorless, black-green for a 6/6 elemental cat with ward, sacrifice a food. Other creatures and food artifacts in addition to their other types and gain for 2, sack it, and gain 3 life. Mix things into foods. My goodness. Them PTSD from Shelob. Whatever a food is put to a graveyard from the battlefield, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Yigra, eater of all. Well, I mean, it makes the foraging effect wicked easy because it doesn't say other non-token creatures. So Yigra in combination with Camilla the Seed Miser, yeah, that, and then pair it with a Chatterfang. Gross.
I mean, what you could do, since all creatures are food,
yeah,
you just blow up all artifacts.
Yeah. That's very true. Look, is that a Vandal Blast? Why, yes, it is.
Why, yes, it is. They made Ral an otter.
Mm-hmm.
How come every Ral is busted?
He's always good.
Ral, Crackling Wit is a 2 colorless for 2 colorless blue-red for a 4 loyalty planeswalker otter.
Legendary otter planeswalker.
Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a loyalty counter on Ral.
Oh my goodness. You don't even have to try to break this.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Vlad. Vlad.
Magic.
Vlad. Come.
How dare
Come
you?
on.
How dare you?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Ready?
+1. Create a blue and red otter token with prowess.
I thought it said oyster.
It did look like oyster. That'd have been hilarious.
Because they eat them, you crack them. Oh man, wizards! If you didn't make an oyster treasure token in this set, I am so mad at you.
I hope they don't.
I hope they do.
I hate oysters. -3, draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards.
Awesome. At least let you get it before you got them. Like, gotta give them away.
-10, draw 3 cards. You get an emblem with instant sorceries you cast have Storm.
I almost took my headset off. I was took my headset off to walk away. Thank goodness he says this creature can be your commander. Thank goodness it doesn't say that. I am so grateful that that's a rule change. Larry's, if you don't see how Rao Crackling Wit is broken.
You can't read.
But let Uncle Scumbag give you a very brief understanding as to how you can make this very easy. You just play Cheerios.
Yeah.
And then Rao goes burr still because you're now casting non-creatures, and then every time you do, you put something on him. Then you return him to your hand, and this is Joyra's pet otter, is what this is.
I mean, I don't know when you going to cast some instant sorceries, but yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like if you can like protect this for a turn, like you can very easily ultimate it the next turn.
Oh yeah, getting Rao to 10 would not take any difficulty at all.
Like you play this, you untap with 5 mana, and you're in storm colors. Seasons Weaving is a weird type of kicker. 4 colors, blue. Choose up to 5 paw pads.
Paw pads.
Worth of modes.
Beans.
You may beans.
Beans.
Yeah, also beans.
Yeah, little toe beans.
You may choose the same mode more than once. So for 1 bean, you can draw a card. For 2 beans, you can choose an artifact or a creature you control. Create a copy of it. For 3 beans, I'm sorry. Return each non-land, non-token permanent to its owner's hands. I think this is sort of dumb.
I only say it's not dumb because I accept their new form of currency. I believe toe beans, paw pads are an acceptable form of currency.
Absolutely.
Yes. Outside of that, this is a lot for 6. Like we don't get as much as I'd like. I think we could have gotten, a better final effect.
Return each non-land, non-token permanent.
Oh, sorry, the second one. The second effect is nice, but I think we could have done better for the 2.
Hypothetically, this isn't like the best one, but this is pretty good. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. Make a copy of a creature you control.
And then would be it.
And then you draw a card.
It does say up to 5 beans worth of modes, so you could in theory. You may choose the same mode. I thought it was 6.
Yeah,
it's 5. And then you can choose the same mode more than once.
You can just draw 5 cards. That's why I'm saying, like, this is sort of like
that one's good.
You can like make 2 copies of 2 things you control and draw a card.
Okay, I didn't think about it that way. It does play out when you start mixing and matching.
It's never like bad in any scenario. Like 6 mana, draw 5 cards. Like that's sort of, usually it's like instant, but that's like sort of on rate.
It is. It's a sorcery, but it's good. So you'd be doing it on your turn. So it's more like an evacuate with extra things applied to it. So for like a mana, you're gaining in theory like card draw. So like, don't get me wrong, it's good. I don't think it's horrible, but it's definitely. I like modes. I do too. I like modal things. I like the beans.
The beans.
We have Artist's Talent. This is going to be a new class. So Artist is, of course, the class. For a colorless and a red, we get the first level, which is whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Is that Rummage is technically the name of that effect? Is rummaging?
Yes.
Yeah, because you're getting rid of it first to get it. Then, for 2 colorless and a red, we can level this up to level 2. Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less. Always love reducers to a point. And then for our final level, for another 3, We have, if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent opponent controls, it deals that much damage +2 instead. I'm not the biggest fan that it says instead. I love additionally. Instead makes certain things not work. I learned that with Imidane. But a 2-drop that you can continually kind of add into and it levels up with you, like your painting skill, I think is super cool.
It hurts.
It hurts.
Your drawings only are getting worse. They're hurting people.
I'm a pain artist.
Ow.
Then never mind, you're doing great.
Help me. I'm dying.
Yeah, I think it's pretty, like this does the thing you sort of want it to do.
Yeah.
I don't know how good it's going to be, but it does do a thing.
It's a nice class. It's not bad. It goes with the raw otter prowess spell slinger.
Otter. Odd man out. Next, these are actual, like, pre-con. The
These
next 4.
ones. Yeah.
Bellow Bard of the Brambles. Ooh, say that 5 times fast.
Blah, blah, the brambles, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
One color is red and a green for a legendary raccoon bard. It's a 3/3.
I don't think raccoons sing well.
I think they just scream
I
at
think
you.
they just scream at you.
Rocket Raccoon had a nice voice on him.
Actually, he did. I take it back. He could serenade me.
During your turn, each non-equipment artifact and non-or enchantment you control with mana value 4 or greater is a 4/4 elemental creature in addition to its other types and has indestructible haste, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Excuse me?
This reminds me of that Shoeless Bastard, the second one.
It does. Yeah.
Except for you don't have to pay mana to activate it.
Yeah. The downside of this one is they clearly didn't want it to be like him. That's why they're like, non-aura. Don't you go near him. Yo, Bello, don't let Zerb corrupt you.
No, I think he was non-aura too, because then you get to like, it's an aura, but it's attached to him, but it's a creature.
Oh, funky shenanigans. I think Bello's going to be a blast. The whole indestructible part, it's not until end of turn. It's just, well, no, it is until end of turn at least. But once it's over, they go back to just being, and you know, like for example, a soul ring. Like
what you do is you find a way to turn this thing into an enchantment or an artifact.
You know, do you know what this screams to me without me even having to try to like work anything out? Mana rocks. You just play mana rocks and big spells, and then your big spells are
mana value 4.
Oh, I did overlook that. Mana value 4 or greater. Okay, so yeah, but still, he still cares about like, but we're red green.
You know, it's make me like anthems.
If he, yeah, anthems. Oh, that's hilarious. The anthems that buff creatures turning into a creature to smack you. That's hilarious. I wish it was Naya. Woof. Take out the colorless and make it Naya.
Oh, if it had white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Naya.
Raccoons can't be white.
They have white on them. That's why they're trash pandas.
I'm pretty sure that's a racial slur.
Of course. Zinnia Valley's Voice. We have a Jeskai, blue, red, white, or as we should supposed to say it, red, white, and blue. For a 1/3 bird bard. This is another bard.
Should have been a bald eagle.
Should have been a bard bird. It should have been a bald eagle.
Bard eagle? Oh my, we did it.
We did it. Ladies and gentlemen.
We are geniuses.
We are geniuses. You get, for three, you get a 1/3 flying bird bard. Oh man, no. I'm going to proxy it as
Bard
a bald
eagle.
As a bard eagle. Yo, if I play a D&D campaign, I'm going to be a bald bard eagle. Oh man. And he's like really nervous about the fact that he has no hair. It's perfect.
He wears a toupee.
It has to. It's made out of feathers. It blows away constantly. Oh, we have Zenaia's has flying and states it gets +X+0, where X is a number of other creatures you control with a base power of 1. Creature spells you cast have offspring too. This is a new version, a new mechanic. Then that's actually a very powerful version here. So if a creature has offspring, you may pay an additional 2 colorless as you cast a creature spell. If you do, when that creature enters, create a 1/1 token copy of it. That's where Zenaia is going to be.
The children.
The children. Oh no! Please don't make a. What's his name? Star Wars. I'm blanking.
Sid?
No. Who? He killed all the younglings.
Oh, Anakin.
It was Anakin. An Anakin deck. Please don't make an
kill
Anakin
the
deck.
offspring.
The children.
Give me your one. Hey, the other bird kills the offspring. Oh my goodness. The big black bird automatically. No, he makes them 1/1s. They're already 1/1s. No, he loves the offspring. He makes everything.
Yes,
like offspring.
he loves the children. And
So he
nowadays,
can eat
saying that
them.
phrase is very dangerous. Yeah. Amanda Bynes' Demon Bird and the Valley's Voice don't necessarily hate each other.
Bird.
Hazel
of the Root Bloom is a squirrel, 2 colors, black, green, 3/5. Ooh. Big booty on that squirrel.
Big booty squirrel.
Big booty squirrel.
Never thought I'd hear it.
Somewhere online. For tap, pay 2 life, tap X, untap tokens. Wait, does that say untapped? Oh my goodness. Tap X, untap tokens you control. Add X mana of any combination of color. Oh no.
Oh no, keep reading. It gets better.
At the beginning of your instep, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. If that token is a squirrel, instead create 2 of the no.
I know. It's good.
Oh,
it's so good.
God, I hate this thing already.
Oh, it's so powerful. Hazel is very powerful. I like this. May all your caches be full. And we're holding up like a turnip.
Oh no, you're gonna make food and squirrels, and you're gonna tap the squirrels into food to make a whole bunch of mana to make more squirrels and more food. And you're gonna find a way to untap this, and then you're gonna tap all the, oh no.
Seaborn. What do you mean find a way? Bear Umbra. Oh no, Bear Umbra's just Lance. But there are ways to, what is it? Thornbite Staff. Umbral something.
Don't remind me.
Springleaf Drum. Oh man, there's actually a lot of ways to break this. You are not wrong. There's a lot of ways. Hazel, I can't wait to see what the deck list looks like. I hope it includes.
I can wait. I can wait.
And then the last precon is Miss Bumbleflower. It's very cute. For a colorless Bant, green, white, blue, for a 1/5 big booty rabbit citizen with vigilance. Shoutouts to Zootopia. You don't need to look up Zootopia's 34th rule. Whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, you draw 2 cards.
This is group hug.
It is. It's like the last rabbit that was just blue-white was also group hug. So this is just a continuation.
Yep. I'm surprised he didn't have offspring.
Oh, wait, actually, the creature spells you cast have offspring effect was not put on a rabbit. I'm a little upset by that.
It's a little.
You could have flip-flopped these. and it would have made more sense to me. But
Yeah, because like the bird would give other things flying.
yeah. Also, the birds.
Wizards!
Yeah, boo wizards. Storks bring you babies. No.
Oh, they do bring you. I see what they.
I think that's what they were doing.
Bard
but-
eagle.
but-
Bard eagle.
Bard eagle.
Bard. I'll let you take that one.
I like how you reference it.
Season of Lost, 3 colors, black for a sorcery. Choose up to 5 beans worth of modes. You may choose the same mode more than once.
What are we doing with them beans?
For 1 bean, each player sacrifices a creature.
And then?
For 2 beans, draw a card for each creature you control that died this turn.
And then?
For 3 beans, each opponent loses X life, or X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Wow.
Wow. Okay, this one's much better. Much better.
I think it's like worse, but better, but it's worse.
let me rephrase. I like Seasons of Lost better than, what was the other one? Season of Weaving. Yeah. I mean, for a 5 to make 5 sack triggers go off, that's beautiful. A 5 for 5? 5 flesh bag. Yeah, it's like a Wendy's flesh bag marauder. Or the draw a card for each creature you control that died this turn. Thank goodness this is not an instant. I also couldn't imagine making people sacrifice 5 creatures at instant speed.
I'd like it.
Oh, it'd be gross.
Goodbye, Voltron players.
Yeah. And then
Help me.
the final one
I
here.
mean, this is goodbye, Voltron player, even at sorcery speed.
Yeah. It is, because it's like, oh, you only have one creature?
You know they got 5 creatures.
No way. They got 5 artifacts.
Hey, that ward is not going to save you. That indestructible is not going to save you.
Yeah, Larry's, if you have a player in your group that loves indestructible, pick up sacrifice. You want to watch somebody rage?
Yeah. Each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Yeah, that might kill some people.
Yeah, I could easily see that causing some damage. I mean,
Like, even if it's like 10.
Yeah, it's still a 5.
That's not
and you still are going
hard.
to get more, because you can't do that effect twice. So you're still going to, draw cards or make 2 sack triggers? I mean, like, that's great. Yeah, that, like, if you're going for the scummy approach, think about that. Gross.
The only thing is you can't pair the second one and the third one.
Which makes sense, because that would incentivize you. It's too much.
I mean, you would have to, like, sacrifice your board and then... maybe.
If for the right setup, it would be horrible. And then the next one, Season of the Bold. Oh. Next, if you guys, watched, read, and adored, you know that I am a frog man. More of a toad connoisseur, if I will. And there are these wonderful hand-painted little books called Frog and Toad. This next art looks like this frog came from that universe. It is Flubs the Fool.
I love the name.
The name
Flubs.
is good. The art is good. This card isn't bad either.
He looking like a baka. Like a baka.
He is Teamer, green, blue, red for a 0/5 Frog Scout.
0/5. He causes no harm. He's
None.
a fool.
He is a fool. He is a tough fool. He is a fool with motion. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, draw a card if you have no cards in hand. Otherwise, discard a card. Me and Honorable briefly talked about this card. This thing is going to be very weird. If you plan on building this will be a very weird build.
Hey, Madness, eat your heart out.
Yeah, eat your heart out, teamer.
Hellbent, eat your heart out.
Hellbent teamer.
Lands.
Yeah, Hellbent teamer madness lands.
Maybe you just play like a whole bunch of lands and that's like all you do.
I mean, we'll make, you know what? I'm putting it on record.
Flubs.
I'm doing something with flubs. It's coming.
another landfall deck. How many landfall decks we gonna do?
Oh no, you're right. Flubs, I'm sorry. Unless the people want you.
Somebody's gonna want flubs.
Flub.
Flub.
Flub. I mean, it's just, the frogs are all good. I have to admit they are.
Okay, I get to take Season of the Bold.
Ooh.
They all get 5 beans.
Yep.
Three colors, red for sorcery. Choose up to 5 beans worth of modes. You may choose the same mode more than once.
Beans.
First bean, create a tap treasure token. Second bean, 2 beans. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play them. 3 beans until the end of your next turn.
3 beans.
Whenever you cast a spell, Season of the Bold deals 2 damage to up to 1 target creature.
Oh, that's cool. I take it back. I think the Seasons of the Bold is...
It's terrible.
It is. I still like the beans. I still like it being modal. So I'm not too mad. I am a little upset that each of these seasons didn't have a creature or something attached to it. You know what I mean? Like draw a card for each creature you controlled that died this turn.
Because
or
the
draw
seasons,
2 if...
The seasons are like, I guess they have like 5 seasons, 1 for each color.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But like, make it to where like the red one was like, create a tapped mice... A 1/1 mice soldier.
No, the creatures that's land are trying to survive the seasons.
Oh, I get what you're saying. That's how they're looking at it.
Yeah, this was the season of loss. Whole bunch of creatures about to die.
You about to lose?
Season of Bold. Whole bunch of creatures about to die.
That's very true.
Whole bunch of dying going
Yeah,
on.
for a bunch of dying ones. Wait, does white not have one?
Maybe they haven't spoiled it yet.
I don't see it.
No.
Yeah, white does not have a season spoiled as of recording.
You want to take the next one?
Oh, of course. The next one I have here is Biza, the Bounding Spring. We have a 2 colorless white 4/5 elemental elk. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token if an opponent controls more lands than you. Gain 4 life if an opponent has more life than you. And create 2 1/1 blue fish. If an opponent controls more creatures than you, draw a card if an opponent has more cards in hand than you. This is like the epitome of white being like, oh. It's like, you have more creatures than me.
This is white is the hand-me-down king. Just
Wait,
like
how many cards do you have in hand? No, the fish caught me off guard.
2 blue fish.
Fish?
I don't even think do elk eat fish?
I don't think so. I think they're herbivores.
And maybe they would get frisky.
Hey, apparently elemental elks be vibing with bluefish. He in a field. What? Wizards? What are you doing?
Dude, what the hell we want?
That's right.
Hey, they reprinted Runaway Together, and it's so cute.
It is. It's very cute.
Chatterfang. Ugh.
Wait, hold on. Before we skip over it, it looks like an otter and a frog are in love. No. I do not want Rotters.
Frauders.
I don't want froggers.
Frauders. That's what they are. They're frauders.
I don't want frauders. Please do not create that horrible eldritch hybrid.
It already exists.
Oh, I know it does. And of course, they had to reprint Chatterfang.
Ugh. Clements, the Worrywart. Oh, hey guys, it's the most broken 2-color combination. Every one color is green and a blue. Legendary is always OP. OP. I mean, we got Oro. We got Nadu. We got Oro and
Oko.
We Oko. And that's it.
And now we got Clement.
And now we got, there's 4. Can you total up how many Simic legendaries there are? Can you total that up for me?
347.
I hate people. I hate the internet. just people just say, one person just says something, and then people are like, yeah, that's right. And then just like,
meow, that's right.
And no one ever checks to like, is this correct?
No. You know what they do? You know how they check to see if it's correct? They use their non-pop-up block Yahoo like opening page to go to Dogpile to then, search in, and they go to the Yaps About main page.
Oh my, stop. You're killing me. You're revealing our age.
Just ask Jeeves, bro. Like, he has all the answers.
Goodness. Wow, I'm speechless. This mug said ask Jeeves.
That's right. Yeah, what? Man. Tell me about Clement the Worrywart.
He's a frog druid 3/3, vigilant. Whenever Clemens the Worrywart or another creature you control enters, return up to 1 target creature you own,
not half,
with lesser mana value to its owner's hand. Frogs you control, tap for a green or a blue. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells. They leap back into your hand because they're worried.
Look at you. And they give you warts because they pee on you.
That's how you get warts?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, that's what it's from.
Never got peed on.
I had tons of warts on my hands.
Oh.
And I was consistently picking up
Kelly
frogs.
Frog.
Yep. I was like, ooh. Now I love me some frogs and toads. Ew. I'm very happy that they didn't make toad like a separate category, because there's not enough frogs alone for us to truly enjoy like a good frog deck. So I'm very happy that they've just made them all frogs. So thank you, Clement, the Worrywart, for coming and joining us.
I'm gonna cut you off. Kidnap is a card.
Oh, I know. I saw it earlier and was like, how dare you?
I'm not even gonna read it. It's not. No, I will.
No, hit
2
it.
colors, blue for an enchantment aura. Gift a card. We all know what the gift mechanic does. If you don't gift opponent a card, bad things happen. Enchant creature. Whenever Kidnapped enters, tap enchanted creature. If a gift wasn't promised, put 3 stun counters on it. You control the enchanted creature. You stole it.
You kidnapped it.
Wow. Oh.
I'm just saying the play on words was not lost. It was done well. And I love the idea of like, hey, take a card and I'm gonna let me get that. And then honestly, like the 3 stun counters, like, okay. If you don't know, stun counters say like you can still swing with it, but it says, hey, if you go to untap it, instead remove a stun counter. But there are tons of ways to remove counters. Not worried about it. Not that big of a deal. If you want to be sweaty, just take their thing. Don't give them anything.
You don't have to give them anything. You can give the card to somebody else.
Oh my, I keep forgetting. You can give to someone else. You make a deal on the table. Like, hey, Honorable.
I'm gonna steal his commander.
I'm gonna steal his commander.
That's actually like pretty dope.
It is. I'm gonna take
You can
his
just
commander.
steal somebody's commander and give somebody else a card.
You incentivize your other player
This
that
is,
you know
this
is
is
gonna
like
hurt them.
violent group hug.
Yes. Group slug. I love group slug.
This is a group slug because you're not slugging anybody.
I know, right? But you want them to. This next one, I just want to cover this one just because I haven't seen many others, and I think it's awesome. It's an awesome.
Possum.
Ooh, he's already finishing my sentences. Either way. Tender Wild Guide. Colorless and a green for a 2/2 Possum Druid. It has Offspring 2. Of course, when you play it, for 2, you can create a small 1/1 version of this. It has tap, add 1 mana of any color, or tap, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. It's awesome. It's an awesome possum.
You know what's thinking? We talking about Clemens. Clemens can bounce things with Offspring back to your hand, and then you could cast them for the Offspring if you didn't cast them beforehand.
Oh, that's very good. And then it doesn't say non-token. So when the Offspring enters, you can then choose it as its ETB being the one to return the other one.
I don't know why you would do that. You paid mana for the Offspring.
It's very true. You did. But to be able to do
I'm
it
gonna pay
twice.
for this child. Send him back.
Put that child.
I didn't
back.
like him.
I didn't like that one. He didn't have my jawline.
Maury, that baby don't look like me. We got Hunter's Talent. This is for our friend in common, Hordan of the Offspring. One color to the green for an enchantment. When Hunter's Talent enters, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control.
I don't know you.
Let go of my purse. For one colorless and a green, whenever you attack, attacking creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample until end of turn.
Ooh, the moo is listening.
Yeah, right. 3 colorless and a green at the beginning of your end step. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card.
I see upgrade.
See moo?
Is this for the moo?
Is this for?
This is definitely for Bonnie Paul Clearcutter and her best friend. Wait, yeah, I can make it a farm deck. It's gonna be her and a cow and a bunch of, Are there chickens? Are there chickens in Magic?
I don't know.
I think they're just called birds.
I think they're just called birds.
Guys, don't worry. We'll get you the real source of information you're after. Are there chickens in Magic the Gathering?
I see a bat with your name on it.
It's very good.
You gonna read it?
Of course. Zoraline Cosmos Collar. For a colorless white-black for a 3/3 vigilance flying bat cleric, which means he does clerical duties on top of being what looks to be like a bat god. You know who he's supposed to be? I think he's supposed to be like Exequatl, or what's his name?
Batman.
Gotham. Whenever a bat you control attacks, you gain 1 life. And then whenever it enters or attacks, you may pay Orzhov and pay 2 life. When you do, return target non-land permanent with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the bat. I hate you. You return it back to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Oh, not a bad 3-drop. But I wish we got that effect without having to pay. He is a 3-drop, so in theory that would just immediately make what's-his-face a relevant Sun Titan. Because he... Zoraline does say non-land. We did kind of get around that.
No, Sun Titan.
Sun Titan. Sun Titan is good. You're not as good as a bat cleric. I don't think it's horrible. Again, I need to see how many bats are printed.
I'll read a bat for you. Starseer Mentor. 3 colors, white and black for a Bat Warlock.
Batlock.
Batlock. Flying Vigilance. At the beginning of your instep, if you gained or lost life this turn, target opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent they control or discard a card.
Oh, that isn't bad. And then we would then be giving it the effect that when we swing with it, we then can, make people take a little damage there.
Yeah, every time you gain life, they have to. Ooh, that's evil.
To
It's sorta
complement
gross.
that, I'll go with another one. We have Moonrise Cleric, which is another bat cleric. And okay, maybe you could go cleric synergies with them too. Colorless Orzhov. It's a split for a 2/3 bat cleric with flying. Whenever it attacks, you gain a life. There's that synergy. So it definitely likes the life shenanigans.
Let me drink your blood.
Ooh, just a sip.
Let me just get a sip. This is just funny. It's not even good. It's just funny. Sun Spine Lynx.
Link.
2 colorless red for elemental cat. Players can't gain life.
I love these. I'm
Damage
so happy.
cannot be prevented. We're doubling down. Whenever it enters, it deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls. This is for your 5-color friends. Oh, this is for your 5-color friends. Oh, this is for your 5-color friends. Hurt them. Hurt them. Actually, this is good. What am I talking about?
Yeah, this thing is super good. And
Hurt
it's-
them.
Like, this cat came in and exploded and didn't die. It hit the Vegeta Majin Buu. See, that's how powerful this Lynx is. It didn't even die.
Even damage can't be prevented.
That's right. And you ain't getting your life back. You ain't gaining nothing. If this thing had flash, it would be the ultimate, like, psych. Yeah, exactly. Wait, why are you holding up 5 mana? You will see.
We'll see.
No, Sunspine, that's not a bad card here.
Yeah, I need more stuff like this. We need to punish people for having these greedy mana bases.
Yeah, I'm not upset with that. I loved the whole, like, whenever they play a land that's a non-basic, we hurt them, or we're just changing the things. No, I'm a big fan of this. Another type that I expected to see more of. We got Bright Blade Stoat. Colorless and a white for a 2/2 Weasel Soldier. First strike, lifelink. Nothing spectacular here, but just I wanted to see more weasels. I know.
No one cares about weasels. We should have got more lizards.
Yeah, we should have got more lizards too.
But this lizard,
Oh, you're excited for this one.
Iridescent Vine Lasher. It's just black.
What?
For a 1/2 Lizard Assassin.
So
Lizassin.
Lassin.
Assassin.
Azard.
Hazard. It's got
Ass.
offspring for. It's got offspring for 2 colorless, so you can make a baby. Ew. 2
Pause.
colorless make a baby. I didn't know it was that cheap to make a baby. Your child. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to target opponent.
Oh yeah. Come on down to the necro bloomin' onion. Of course it's a lizard. He's like crawling around the plant, spitting at people every time that land comes in. Actually, he's whipping people is what he's really doing.
is.
That's why he's got a whip. He's vine lashing.
This makes me really uncomfortable now that I think about it.
The lizard assassin with offspring. I love offspring. I think that is one of the cooler effects that I've seen a little bit. I'm very happy about it. It didn't feel like a cop out either. What was it? Squad was like a version of this. It's like Squad, but Squad was like,
It's like populate.
Yeah, it's like populate.
Except for it's attached to the creature. Mm-hmm. That's all she wrote. I mean, there's more cards here. Like there's a otter that reduces instants and sorceries, and it's got prowess, and it has haste.
There's a couple of pigs. There's a boar.
There's a bird. It's got flying, double striking vigilance. Like there's some more stuff here.
You know, squirrel lock is definitely a running theme. There's a bunch of those.
Yeah, I really need Bard Eagle on a card.
Magic, quit missing. Quit missing.
I don't know that they even knew that was a thing.
Oh, if they didn't, then who
like
are we?
If either one of us wins the Pro Tour, which is never gonna happen.
Of course, it's gonna happen.
Bard Eagle.
Yo, I will 100%. Like when we get there, that's where all my money's going. Yo, Magic, please answer my calls.
Please.
I just want a singular card. It's a Jeskai Bard Eagle. And he cares about oil counters. Come on, give me a call.
Oh, yes.
He cheats out
freedom
creatures.
Counters.
Yeah, they're freedom counters. Every time an oil counter is removed from a creature, I get a freedom counter. And then every time a creature I don't own is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, I send them a tapped treasure token. I love it.
It's hitting too close to home.
That's right. They could be like flying over, like a burning desert. It's perfect.
Oh, we missed one legendary creature.
Oh,
we missed two creatures, and they're both rabbits.
Oh. You take the first?
I'm gonna take the mythic rare because it's good. Warren, war leader. 2 colors on white for Rabbit Knight. Rabbit Knight. Ooh. See what you did there. It's got offspring. It got kids.
You got chitlins.
Whenever you attack, choose one. Create a 1/1 rabbit creature token that's tapped and attacking. Or attacking creatures you control, get +1/+1 until end of turn.
I love his little face. He's very cute.
And then, you don't ever have to attack with these. You can just,
Also, my rabbit deck, I can't wait. I know.
Yeah, you definitely got some more stuff for your rabbits.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Phineas, Ace Archer. Look at him. He's shooting a pine cone. For a green-white, for a Selesnya, you get a 2/2 Rabbit Archer with Vigilance Reach. Whenever Phineas, H Archer, attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. That's a token or a rabbit. Oh, man.
No.
Then if creatures you control have a total power of 10 or greater, draw a card. Awesome. Awesome. I like this set. I honestly think I like this set more than the Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed sucked.
It did suck. But this set is, this is going to look really good. Hold on. I have to look it up. I never did. Hold
on. While he's looking that up, there's a frog.
It's literally called Redwall. Yeah. Redwall is a series about, Redwall is a fantasy novel published in 1986 that's about, a young apprentice monk mouse losing a legendary lost weapon. And that's his quest to recover it. Homeboy is a direct, what's it called? Maybell, heir to Cragflame, is a direct thing for him. That's Redwall, all in a nutshell. Super cool.
Man, you know what we don't have? We don't have any. Oh, I remember this. I remember these creatures.
What?
No, the red wall.
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, this is the red wall set. Isn't that cool? Yeah.
Also reminds me of like Tales of Nim. Mm-hmm. What the hell it was called? Tale of Nim? Yeah.
The Secret of Nim.
Whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man, so cool. A bunch of really like nostalgic creatures here. They really should have done a frog and toad. I'm kind of sad that they could have definitely done a frog and toad card, but there isn't one. Shame on you. But there's still time because this isn't the full set.
Yes, isn't it? I don't know if any of this is gonna make it in there in the video because we're just rambling. But if there's any cards that you think are good, like this Quake Tusk Boar, and we didn't mention it, talk shit in the comments. Just
bring it.
Just be like, hey, you're dumb. There was this sugar coat that can enchant a creature or food.
Long dumb Larry.
Long dumb Larry.
Dumb turns. You don't know nothing about magic. You not magic man.
You Yu-Gi-Oh boy.
You play Digimon with your Poke-Go.
Let it rip.
Let it rip, boy. You don't even know how many blades my bay has. That's all I gotta say.
Ooh, goth. Ooh. Yeah, we're done.
It's okay though, because I am the vicious scumbag.
And I am your lucid sensei. Should he run to run for the dojo?
Dojo.
Can't remember.
He's a good boy.
I remember in 58.
I remember I was there.
When popcorn. We're the.
No, we're redoing this.
Oh, can't.
I am the vicious scumbag.
And I am your honorable sensei. And together, we are your long. Oh, I can't.
Bitches?